What is up, my friends, my friends? Thank you for joining me. It's your boy Adam at the Daily Dose. We are going through the Bible over the course of a year, and today we are on day number 161. If you are new or just recently joining us, you can get a copy of the PDF guide that we are using to walk through the Bible over the course of a year. It'll tell you what books of the Bible, what chapters, what verses, what we're reading each day as we go through this. That way you don't have to rely on checking out this video to know what's going on. You can get that PDF down below. If you click on the link in the description, it will automatically download a PDF file to your smartphone, tablet, laptop, desktop, computer, whatever device it is that you're using. So go click on that link if you don't already have a copy of the Bible reading plan. So today we've got Proverbs chapters 25 through 27. We are about to be finishing up Proverbs here very soon. We've got Psalm number 6 for today as well. So as we've been doing, I'm just going to go through a few verses here in our Proverbs reading for the day, comment along the way, and then I'll let y'all get back to your wonderful day. So I'm going to start off here with verse 14. If anyone loudly blesses their neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. Now, if I had to guess what that meant, what I would say is that it sounds like they're talking about kind of like in the New Testament when they're speaking about the Pharisees and fasting, and they're saying, yeah, you Pharisees will go down into the public square and the market in the daytime when everybody's there, and you'll put white ashes on your face when you're supposed to be fasting, and you'll go to these extra lengths to make yourself look all poor and pitiful and so righteous because you're starving because you haven't eaten in days or whatever, right? That's what I think about when I read this. It makes me think of somebody who loudly blesses their neighbor in the morning, almost like they're doing it for show, as opposed to really trying to say a blessing to their neighbor, right? Somebody who does that without really meaning it, somebody who does it just to make themselves sound righteous, right? That will be taken as a curse to that person. That's what I think of when I read that. Excuse me. 15, a quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. There's something to be said there. And my pastor talked about that verse, or a verse just like it, when he was doing our premarital counseling with my wife. He said, a quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. And then it goes on to say, restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand, right? How can you restrain the wind? You can't. You put your hands out, you try to block the wind, it's just going to blow right by you, right? If you're trying to grab something, with oily hands, it's going to slip through. You're not going to be able to do it. Then it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And I think that's a good one too. Iron can be used to sharpen iron. And when a believer is in fellowship with another believer, they can sharpen each other by holding each other accountable, just like iron sharpens iron, right? They can encourage each other. They can exhort each other. They can pray for each other. Moving on to the next verse, the one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever protects their master will be honored. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. All right, so I think about still water, like standing next to a pond, and it's an absolutely still pond. There's no wind blowing, there's no ripples. I look down, and I can see my reflection totally clear in the pond, almost like a mirror, right? A water reflects the face like a mirror, and the life reflects what's in the heart, right? So what our life shows, when people look at our life, they examine it, and they see all of the things that we are doing, what the things that are important to us. They see where our values go. They see where we spend our time. They see where we spend our money. And by looking at all of that, they can tell a whole lot about the character of our heart. Amen? Next one, we're looking at verse 20 here. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. Hungry eyes. Wasn't that who sang that song? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I know y'all know who I'm talking about. That song from the 80s, Hungry Eyes. But yeah, eyes are hungry. Eyes are hungry. The lust of the eyes, right? That's a very real thing. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their pride. Okay, now we read something very similar to this that said that people are tested by the Lord, or the heart is tested by the Lord. This is very similar. It says the same thing about the crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their pride, right? What do you do when your pride sparks up, right? When your pride gets lit up and fires up, right? Do you let it inflate you like a hot air balloon, or do you quench that flame of pride and tell it, no, you need to simmer down now and get your pride under control? Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding them like grain with a pestle, you will not remove their folly from them. That's interesting. Have any of y'all ever ground up any spices or herbs or anything in a mortar and pestle? It's like a little smooth granite, or sometimes kind of like a porcelain type material. It's a little bowl, and then you've got a hard little stick that you can stick down in there, and grind stuff up, right? By rubbing these two hard stone type surfaces together, you grind things up. And it's saying you can put a fool in there and you can grind that fool up like grain. But no matter how much you grind him up, you're never going to get rid of the folly. You're never going to be able to separate the folly from the fool, right? Interesting. Very interesting. So that's all I've got for y'all for today. I know I cut this one a little bit short today, but hey, we'll do it again tomorrow. I thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Hope that you guys are having a good day, and we'll do it again. See you next time. Till we meet again. Deuces.